Hello everyone, it's time for some more talking. I was thinking about doing a tier list for how fun a character is, so we are gonna do that. I'm just gonna state of how I'm gonna rate them. So the biggest one is how much the character feels like it's them. So for example, how much Pilaf feels like it's Pilaf. With moves and everything else. Design. Second, balance, how fun they use, how everything else. And lastly, animations. They're all very important, but we can look. They are very important. And yeah, let's start it. Let's start with Goku. So Goku belongs in God. I know, some people would disagree, but he's very designed. He feels like Goku so much. So many times he was the last one staying alive. Very in character, very powerful. Deals good of damage, survives a lot of stuff. Fits in every team. There were so many times, you can watch some of the videos where Goku is the last survivor, finishing the job, which is what the best at, finishing the job. He always did it even before all of the fights, like the Ghost before Annin, Ghost before Annin. The ones were elemental resistance. Like you have to use elemental attacks, I mean. Goku was the last one standing, finished with a basic attack. He did it. So feels very in character, very good to use, very fun. Very challenging sometimes, which I like. It feels like you have to work hard to... It feels very challenging to use him. Very in character again. He likes challenges, very good. I'm just gonna put two of the ones below him. Let's start with Krillin. Easy Z. He feels like Krillin a lot. He still doesn't have all his abilities, of course, but feels like a lot. Teams with him feels a lot better with his key regen, with his immortal buff, and also key regen on the buff. So he's very good for duos. He's very good for just the main story team, which for the main story characters, I'm going to base them on that team first, and he fits very well. He helps it function much better, especially if we're gonna come back to it. Next is Chi-Chi. She is easily Z. She feels a lot like Chi-Chi, has very good animations, good attacks. Goku also has good attacks, everybody else. I just forgot to mention them. And Chi-Chi has... The reason why I think Chi-Chi is so fun is she literally the only character at this point that you can build in multiple ways because you have so much different moves. She can be a full support, full attack, whatever you want. She can be your only support and you'll be fine. She has so much healing and support, so you'll be fine. So yeah, good animation, feels like a character a lot. Good support, I don't know what else to say, very good. And now we're just gonna go through with the main cast. Let's start with Tien. Well, I just want people to know that it's still very high. It's still an A. Z to me is very perfect. Like there is not much else I could think of that would make them look better. Like for example, Krillin. I forgot to mention that he has Perseverance and obviously Mortality buff, which very good for him because he gets beat up a lot, mostly in Z, but he does get beat up, so it fits him very well. And he still keeps standing up, which is what he do. For Tien, man, Where do I start? Or how do I say this so people don't get mad? So Tien is the only character for me that during boss rush died multiple times before going to the last boss, the secret one. That to me already speaks for itself. I know he died many times otherwise, he always gets focused, but man, that time when I fought at that ghost thing, the side one, I used just 2, let me remind you, just 2 Kiko, and he died. That's just, nobody ever lost half of their head. Never. He died. That's so crazy to me. So yeah, just because of that, like if he ignored that entirely, I think he's Ash, but I don't think he's as good as these two. So, but I did have those experiences, so I think he's in here now. Next, let's talk about Yamcha. Easy Ash, very good, very well designed. Animations is what definitely puts him above Tien, which is also why he's a bit down. His animations aren't that good compared to Yamcha or anyone else. I know Krillin is not that great, but I very love Krillin's ultimate, and I don't know if it's Fighter's reference, but his camera is so good. And I'm gonna say it's a Fighter's reference. I don't know if it's not. But Yamcha's Wolfang, both Wolfangs are so good. They're just so, always fun to watch, and just again animation wise, and it still feels like Yamcha. I think he's just straight up better than Tien, no question. Not much else to say, I don't know. And it's time for Chiaotzu. Easy Z, no question. Finally a game that gives him some love, man. Great animations, I think the best looking Doton attack in the game, no question. Yeah, he doesn't have too much attack, but he never really did, so it's fine. He's more of a support, and he feels great for the support role. I love the rock into the another stun combo, the sparking or whatever it's called. It's so good, because if the rock has a lot of chance to stun, but if it does, you can just use something else, charge him up, use his ultimate, barrier, whatever. But if it's not, you can use the other one. There's very high chance that you stun your opponent, which is nice combo. I sort of how it rocks, so. Chiaotzu easy, very fun, fits many teams. Finally a good Chiaotzu. Well, I guess it's time for Annin. Annin has good local animations, fire-based. Yeah, she's just there. Good support, fun to use, good animations, feels like a character, and if she didn't do much, it's still unique, has fire element, nice. Not much else to say, she's just good. Oh, and I think she has the best singular target healing with Ki. Who else? I guess it's time for you. So Ranfan is odd one out, because it's hard to it's hard to say how well she's made. I mean, how well it represents the character, I guess, because she did barely anything, and what she did is in the game. So, but I do have to say, she feels like she could become a pirate. Like, it's easy to believe that, so I think it's a great choice for her. Animations are good, and give me a second. So, animations are good. Like, I like that we have Annin with fire, we have her with water, and she has one of the most funniest attacks in the game, just shooting the enemy with water guns. Finishing off somebody with that, it's just so funny. So, because of that, she's definitely an Ash, no question. Very unique, very nicely designed, good animations. First character with a sword, first character and probably the last pirate, very nice. Oh, and I need to state, I know I didn't use and haven't had unlocked all of her moves in my videos, but I had another save where I did and looked at them. And yes, they're good. She's good. I love the cannon drop most. I love the cannon drop attack for her the most. It looks good and it's fun to use, and it makes her very good switch in, switch out character. You switch her in, use the cannon drop, and then switch her out. Very nice. Well, I guess it's time for Nam. It's hard to talk about Nam, but biggest problem I have with him is just the animations. It's not that I'm bad and that doesn't represent him, it's just he has too much of the same animation. Which is fine, but it does mean he is less fun to use overall because of it. So mostly he's for animations, which... And he feels a bit off, but I mean, it's Nami. I think he's always gonna feel a bit off compared to anyone else. I think the design is very nice. He has cool attacks. Animation, again, he has the same attack, just like OG Budokai Tenkaichi Spearhead, but what do you do? It didn't do much. It looks good and that's all that matters. It's tier an A, so Tao Pai Pai, or more precisely Cyborg Tao, I think he's an A too. His animations looks good for sure. I think he has many cool stuff, but my biggest problem with him is just that he doesn't feel like him. I just don't see how Tao Piper ever would do anything support-like. He just doesn't care about anyone else. Why would he support his allies with anything? So that's why I think he can't be higher than this. He just doesn't ever feel like it fits him at all. He's still very nice, it's fun to use, but it doesn't fit him. I guess it's time to talk about Saria. She is mostly the worst for one single reason. I have no clue who she is. It's already put her back, but then I figured out she's from Heroes, which is not bad, but it's very hard to tell who she is, and she does, I don't know how to say it at this point, feel off, like she doesn't feel like she belongs, so her name is Sakura though, so she can't be below this, like she's still pretty good, just everyone else is much better. And I guess because of the animations, see, if there's somebody, actually no, just because the animations are so good, that's what keeps her up, and the gameplay style is unique, so she can't be too low. And well, it's time for Pilaf. I thought I'm gonna talk about Pilaf sooner, but Pilaf, he's a goofy guy with goofy animations. Easy Z tier. Man, his animations are so funny and he feels so in character, it's crazy. I don't know how it did it. It's so good. It's so good. Everything he does. My favorite, he has a robot, and what does he do? Use a missile, use gun, laser, whatever weapon he has? No, he just chucks a rock at the enemy. It's so fun. Everything he does is so goofy, so in character, so nice, and he's still useful. I love it. Literally one of the best design. Oh boy, this is the part I know I'm gonna get hate, but that's it, just end the video, no. So, Hero. What's my big problem with him? His animations aren't that great, same with them. They're still good, but still feel a bit, well, not as good. But mostly my biggest problem is he doesn't feel like Hero, and that's why I have to put him now. It feels like I'm playing a weird version of Hero from Heroes, like Dragon Ball Heroes, and that doesn't feel right. I mean, with her, it's very clearly that she's different, so it's fine. With here, it's supposed to be the same, and this, I know, it doesn't feel like the character. Animations doesn't particularly good, doesn't feel like the character, and yeah. But I need to state that this is just for jokes, alright? He's here, okay? He's still fun to use. Just I wanted to clear. You can clearly state who is I think best is and the worst. He is not that bad, alright? It's still fun to use. Just wanted to make that clear. So again, his animations aren't that great. Actually, the best way I can describe it is with Pilaf. He did some goofy stuff. Where is the goofy stuff? Pilaf has ton of it. It's so good, so great. He doesn't have it. Why does he not have it? It feels so off for him. I know he's supposed to have some serious stuff, which I like that he has some. It's good, but he should have a couple of goofy stuff, which I don't think he have. Or at least it doesn't look that much like. I don't know what could be, but it definitely feels off. So I do believe fun-wise, he's the worst. I know some people will disagree with that, and that's fine. I just never had fun using him as much as everybody else, even Saria. So, but not that different. So these are the characters that had most fun. Then one thing left. Let's see what I made it. One thing left. I made this tier list before, just very fast. Didn't think too much too. Let's see what changed. So as you can see, some characters, well, not much to be honest. But Pilaf definitely is higher, is so good. And yeah, everything else feels the same, so that's good. But yeah, Pilaf has to be higher. I talked about Annin. Afterwards, when I talked about Annin, I was ready to put her down, but then I just checked out her animations and everything. I checked out everybody's animations, looked at it again just to be clear on the animation part. And yeah, she looks good, she has good abilities. Can't put her down more than Vanesh. And I need to state, Z is the characters I think you can just use anywhere you want. They're fun, very good designs, feels like the characters, which is the most important to me. Z Ash is similar, but so these are the characters that feels the most like they're themselves. Where Yamcha, I suppose he does feel like, but he not like them. So I think it's fair. His animation is very good though. Honestly, if he didn't have those very good animations, he might be here, but he does have them. So that's all I really have to say for now. The game is very good. Every characters have something fun about them. I love it. But yeah, I think this is how I would love it. If you disagree with something or want to add something, feel free to leave a comment. And goodbye.